Pakistan Rangers violate the ceasefire yet again in the RS Pura sector along the international border. The Pakistani troops opened heavy firing on two of the BSF posts. Let's get in more details from Pradeep. Pradeep, even as we want you to share more details with us on this latest ceasefire violation, it seems that it's become almost commonplace to hear of a violation almost every day.
You're absolutely right. Hardly a day passes when there is no firing from across the border. We have seen that during the last 14 days, there has been 19 ceasefire violations from the Pakistani side. And this RS Pura sector is the one which has been off and on targeted by the Pakistani Rangers. Late last night at about 12:45 a.m. Indian Standard Time, Pakistani Rangers targeted two of the posts in this RS Pura sector. They fired 60 mm and 82 mm mortars. Many of the mortars landed in the villages nearby, because of which the fear gripped the villagers and they started running towards the underground shelter. It was another sleepless night for the villagers who had to spend nights inside these small underground shelters which can accommodate about 50 to 60 people at a time. And its life is really very difficult because of the Pakistan shelling. These underground bunkers are very small in size and at a time accommodating about 50 to 100 people, and that too without fan. And this is the monsoon season. There are a lot of mosquitoes also. So people are having real tough time here in this particular sector. But Pakistan seems to be following one set pattern. There is a kind of a strategy behind this firing. One is that everybody knows that they are trying to infiltrate terrorists that they had been doing for the last so many years, trying to provide the cover fire so that they can push in the terrorists who are right now waiting on the launch pad. The second thing is that they are once again, they know that the focus of the international community has shifted to Iraq and the Middle East. Nobody is talking about Jammu and Kashmir. By just escalating tension on line of control and international border, they want to shift the focus of the international community back to Jammu and Kashmir. And third, and the important thing is, as we know, the situation inside Pakistan right now is not that good. So they want to divert the attention from the problem back home. So that's one of the reasons that they are intensifying firing, so that people start talking about what actually is going on along the international border. That is what actually the Pakistan strategy remains. But amid all this, whatever the strategy is, it is the common man, the villager who is suffering. They ask one question: what is their fault? Why they are being often on targeted? Because many of these long-range mortars which is being fired by the Pakistan side, they pierce through their lanterns. The rooftops caves in, and many of the bullets just pierce through. We have seen that many of the villagers during the last few days, they have been sustained the splinter injuries and the bullet injuries because of this Pakistani firing. The life really on the border is very tough and difficult right now for the people putting up.
Yes, and Pradeep, let's not forget the irony here. The Pak envoy, Abdul Basit, in fact, is talking of peace. He's giving sermons when it comes to peace. But just look at what, the Pakistani side is doing otherwise. And obviously, this again exposes the doublespeak, doesn't it?
You are absolutely right. It exposes the doublespeak of Pakistan side. On one hand, they keep on talking about extending the hand of friendship. On the other hand, they keep on continuously backstabbing India. That has been strategy right from, we see the Kargil, where we had the Lahore summit, and now this fighting going on. On one hand, Abdul Basit, envoy of Pakistan, talking about they want to extend peace in this region. But see, continuously they had been firing in this area. Right now, what actually is that matter of concern is that I spoke to the senior BSF officer. He said that Pakistani Rangers posts, they are acting as the launch pads for the terrorists. At any point of time, there are about 6 to 8 terrorists right now camping in these launch pads, which are the posts of the Pakistani Rangers. And they are looking for an opportune moment to take into this side of the border, because Pakistan...
Clearly then, Pradeep, Pakistan's dubious tactics have been exposed yet again.